So I thank all of you for taking part in this beautiful Abhishek ceremony and then hearing Mara's class for 2 hours. It was very satisfying because we were hearing in Sankirtan. Hearing alone and hearing with devotees makes a lot of difference. Because I was remembering last year Janmashtami when I was alone and I was trying to do bhakti alone, and now in the association of devotees, it's a completely different experience. So Sankirtan is what we all need. So I'm grateful to the devotees who did Sankirtan, Surya Prabhu and Dinanath Mahaprabhu Prabhu. Very grateful to you for arranging this beautiful high quality sound system, because of which we are able to chant and hear and actually take part in Sankirtan so nicely. Also, I feel very awkward to speak after such beautiful Abhishek in Kirtan and also after Mara's class. After having got the best, you got the feast and the desserts of mil gaya, abhi wapas Krishna. I also wanted to sit with you and take part in Sankirtan, but I think this is a desire of devotees, so I'll speak a little and then we'll have more Kirtan. Actually, when Maharaj was speaking, I was remembering 2 verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. And those of you who heard His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj's class for 2 hours, and Bhagavatam has predicted or Bhagavatam has said what will happen if we hear this kind of class of Maharaj. So there are 2 verses I remember. One is in the first canto when Sutta Goswami has stopped speaking Bhagavatam. He says, Bhagavatam ho gaya. You asked questions, I have answered. But Shaunaka Rishi says, how can you stop? How can you say class is over? Generally we say, when will the class get over? But Shaunaka Rishi's question is, why are you stopping? Go on. Because Sutta Goswami said, I have answered your questions, so class is over. Shaunaka Rishi says, no. So there are many verses. I remember one. Tanno bhavan vai bhagavat pradano mahattamai parayanasya hare rudaram charitam vishuddham shushrushatam no vitanoti vidvan. So Shaunaka Rishi is saying, you are saying class is over, but you are not an ordinary person. Tanno bhavan vai bhagavat pradano. You are Bhagavat Pradhan. You can give Bhagavan. You can give Krishna. You are not an ordinary person. So how can you say that you are finished? You can always give Krishna. And you are absorbed in Mahattamai Parayanasya. You are absorbed in remembrance of this greatest personality, Krishna. And who is Krishna? Hare Rudaram Charitam Vishuddham. He is the most magnificent, benevolent personality, and his charita, his character is spotless and is udara. And you are glorifying such a person and you are saying class is over. When Brahmaji and Lord Shivaji cannot complete glorification of Krishna, how can you complete? So this is not reasonable. And you are glorifying, first of all, you are Bhagavat Pradhan. And secondly, Krishna is spotless. Krishna has so much qualities. And thirdly, most important, Tanno bhavan vai Bhagavat Pradhano mahattamai parayanasya hare rudaram charitam vishuddham shushrushatam no vitanoti vidvan. And we are desperate to hear. We are shushrushatam. Shushrushatam means we are very enthusiastic to hear about Krishna. And you are person who can give Krishna. So hamara milan kitna acha milan hai. So how can the class be over? So I was seeing Maharaj give class. I said, Maharaj is Bhagavat Pradhan. He is giving Krishna. And if we are Shushrushatam, and Krishna is anyway, Are Rudaram Charitam Vishuddham. Krishna is perfect hai. And Maharaj is Bhagavat Pradhan. And if we are Shushrushatam, then Amari Milan say, Krishna will take birth. Prabhupada writes in the purport that when a man is potent and the woman is fertile, and if they combine, then the child will be born. Similarly, if a person is Bhagavat Pradhan, if a person has the capacity to give Krishna, and if the audience is Shushrushatam, if the audience is enthusiastic to hear, then by that combination, who will be born? Krishna will be born in the heart. So this was a great opportunity. For more than 2 hours, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj was speaking. So we were hearing. So that whole verse is about Bhagavat Pradhan and Shushrushatam. Speaker should be Bhagavat Pradhan and audience should be Shushrushatam. So this was an opportunity for us. So all of you heard, congratulations. So I request you, go to YouTube, ISKCON Desire Tree. You will find plenty of lectures of many devotees, not just His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. There is His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He's also born around this time only, and he's, I mean, you can glorify him for so long. His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj, who along with Radhana Swami Maharaj met Prabhupada for the first time in Cross Maidan in 1971. And there are many such leaders, Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj in ISKCON. They're all gurus. They give shelter. So I request all of you to hear their lectures and take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. Then our life will be perfect. So Bhagavat Pradhan se sunna, if we hear from Bhagavat Pradhan and if we are Shushrushatam, then Krishna will take birth. And there are 6 things we have to do. 3 things we have to do as audience and the 3 things speaker will do. But today when the class was going on, I was remembering this another verse from the 3rd canto and I was thinking, Arey, Maharaj to tino follow kar rahe hain, that the speaker should do. Then I was thinking, am I following the 3 things that the hearer should do? So this is a verse in the Vidura Maitreya Samvad. Let me recall the Sanskrit, but Shrutasya pumsam suchirashramasya nanvanjasa suribiriditorta tatad gunanu shravanam mukunda पादारविंदम हृदयेषु येषाम. हृदयेषु, आपके हृदय में अगर आप कृष्ण के चरण कमलों को पक्का करना चाहते हैं, तो then you have to do these 6 things. The combination of the speaker and the hearer. The hearer has to do 3 things. What? Shrutasya. पहले सुनो. First we have to hear Krishna Katha. Without hearing or studying scriptures, we can't get Krishna. See, hearing, we say chanting is most important, right? Prabhupada bolte na 99.9% is chanting. Then we say, why hearing? See, just like we say we cannot approach Krishna directly, we can approach Krishna through Radharani. Right? Similarly, we cannot approach chanting without hearing. We will not be able to chant for a long time if you don't hear. So first is Shrutasya. Sunna, Krishna ki baaton ko sunna. Shrutasya pumsam. Pumsam means human beings. We should hear about Krishna. Then 2 other things we have to do. Shrutasya pumsam suchira shramasya. Suchira means long class. Not 2 minutes YouTube video. 3 minutes. Gaur Gopal was telling me that YouTube people told him, "Arey chota video banao, 5 minutes ka, 6 minutes." So nowadays people have patience nahi hai sunne ka. So Radhana Swami Maharaj will train us in how to hear. He will give us nice experience of Suchira. Suchira means lambe samay tak sunna. 2 घंटा, 3 घंटा, 4 घंटा. I remember once His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj's best friend, His Holiness Bhaktitirtha Swami Maharaj left this world. So Maharaj had to give class on him. It started at 11:30 or something. It went on till 5:30. 6 hours he went on speaking. Absorbed 6 hours. And then I was told to transcribe that lecture and make it proper. Oh, mera usme halat ho gaya. But it was such a blissful experience, transcribing that lecture. So, Suchira means hearing from a person who likes to give long classes. Maharaj to lamba class dete hain. So Suchira is very important because that is when in the long, see, holy name also, we can't just chant when I feel like. There has to be discipline. So Shuchira means long. And then Shramasya. Shramasya means mehnat lagta hai hearing mein. Hearing is not for entertainment. It is for enlightenment. कभी-कभी लोग बोलते हैं, प्रभु जी आपके क्लास में वही है, last day जन्माष्टमी पे. There are some people who hear so attentively. I know that they know, I feel ashamed when I look at them in the class because I know that they know that I am just repeating. And some of them are, little bindas also. They tell me, Prabhuji, this is what you told last year also. So sometimes people say, Prabhuji, why repeat karte hain? Taranadapi suni chena, why? Once Gaurang Prabhu was told in the middle of the class that it's all same. Then Gaurang Prabhu immediately said, oh, you are coming for entertainment, not enlightenment. If you come for entertainment, you will find everything repetitive and boring. So, इसलिए श्रमस्य, it requires hard work to sit and hear Krishna Katha. Especially in Sangha, when the false ego gets dissolved. अकेले में अलग ही नशा रहता है वो, बट संग में आई एम वन इन द क्राउड ना, तो उसमें बहुत ह्यूमिलिटी आता है. सो श्रमस्य, सो 3 things we have to do. श्रुतस्य पुंसाम सुचिर श्रमस्य, and the speaker will do 3 things. नान अंजसा सूर्य बिरीडितोर्ता. नान अंजसा मीन्स वो इलैबोरेटली बोलेगा. Speaker will speak elaborate. He will not do चालू काम. If you see महाराज का डिटेल में, मतलब I was like shocked. हम मधुमंगल के पिताजी संदीपनी मुनि है, और संदीपनी मुनि की मदर पौर्णमासी है, और पौर्णमासी के गुरु नारद मुनि है. मैं बोला वाह महाराज क्या रिसर्च कर, मतलब दिस वाज द सिंसियरिटी ऑफ अ पर्सन एट दैट एज. ही सिंपली हैज टू जस्ट sit and speak, but he made notes. See, he doesn't have to make notes, he doesn't have to prepare, he doesn't have to speak in detail. Thank you, Prabhu, for putting up this verse. So the second line, you see the first word, nan anjasa, means detail mein bolna chahiye. And secondly, that person has to be suribir. He is a pure devotee of Krishna. We have to hear from a Bhagavat Pradhan. We have to hear from somebody who is free from any desire for enjoyment in this material world. So when you hear my classes, or other devotees like Gaur Gopal Prabhu or anybody, Jai Shetty, anybody you hear, all our agenda is you get connected to some bona fide spiritual master like His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj or Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Loknath Swami Maharaj, Kadam Kanand Maharaj. Are unlimited gurus. आप बोलो किससे दीक्षा लेना है, हम लेटर लिख के आपको दे देंगे. We are their messengers. We are helping you connect with them. So Suribir. So you hear from them. And third, what is the third word? Iditorta. Iditorta means deep meaning. वो व्यक्ति deep meaning देना चाहिए. And if you see, Maharaj was giving what, like how he began. Janmashtami's celebration is not simply, the festival is not the cause of joy. The preparation for the festival, that means a very deep point. Means happiness in spiritual life is not in the destination, it is in the journey. And he made a very profound point. Starting में सबको हिला दिया. So this person is giving that and saying, Prabhupada is founder Acharya, means he found us. When you find something, you keep it with you. So these are all very profound realizations coming out of his heart. And he was going on, so many things. Vishwamitra story, he said, distractions will come. And then he said, there are a lot of differences of opinion, lot of varieties, but one thing everybody knows. What is that? Material life will provide miseries to everyone. मतलब ये सब hardcore depth is coming from a Suribir, from a pure devotee. So when you get such opportunity, we should never miss. So I'm very grateful that you telecast it live. So this is very, very satisfying, And then Maharaj was speaking with such depth about, Krishna's pastime. And then in the end, he spoke about Prabhupada. Initially also he said Prabhupada taking sannyas in Mathura, connecting 125th year of Prabhupada's appearance with 125 years Krishna state. These are all very, this is not all written in any book. These are iditorta, these are realizations. So we have to hear a devotee speak in detail about Krishna and his realization, and for a long time. So these are the 6 things. So once we chant, and then if we do that, what does the last line say? The third line and fourth line says, Tatad gunanu shravanam mukunda. If we hear like this about Mukunda, Pada ravindam hridayeshu esham. Krishna will manifest in the heart. Simple formula. So you can repeat this verse. Shrutasya pumsam suchira shramasya. Nan vanjasa suribiriditortha. Tatad gunanu shravanam mukunda. Padarabindam hridayeshu esham. So like this, these are the 2 verses I remembered when Maharaj was giving class. So therefore, we need to hear from such pure devotees. I request you to visit YouTube or ISKCON Desire Tree. Or if you are not sure, you come to me. I will tell you which lectures to hear and what to hear, And we should have this culture. Thank you very much for allowing me to share this. So if we if you allow me, we'll go back to Vrindavan, where Akrura is taking Krishna from Vrindavan. And because we did not console the gopis were very sad. So he got a reaction. And Krishna, Jiva Goswami explains, sometimes we think, oh, Krishna just went like that. Krishna को फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा. तो Jiva Goswami बड़ी डिटेल में लिखते हैं कि actually Krishna became very sad also, but he did not show it. Privately, Krishna cried a lot because Krishna loved gopis more than he loved anyone else. In fact, later on we'll discuss, शायद आज नहीं हो पाएगा. When he went to Mathura, when all the Mathura residents were coming to greet him, welcome him, and the women were showering flowers on him, Krishna was looking at all the women and he was looking, अरे ये gopis जैसा है क्या? कोई नहीं, gopis तो नहीं है इधर कोई भी. He was looking at the Mathura women and looking for the gopis of Vrindavan. So Krishna was actually searching for the gopis in Mathura, and he felt immense separation from gopis, just like the gopis were feeling. And in fact, abhi to we are reading this chapter, but the next 4 chapters in Mathura, also the gopis are mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami. It is not that, although the Vrindavan episode is over, so logically gopis ka description should be over. But you will see, in fact later on you will see there are so many verses where Mathura residents are glorifying the gopis. तो उसमें वापस gopis का description आता है. So gopis are there, and Krishna is carrying them in their heart always. And if you see the gopis, they love Krishna so much. Like there is one verse which is one of my favorites in the Venu Geet, where one gopi is telling another gopi, hey gopi, just see Krishna's, look at Krishna's flute. Gopya kima charadayam kushalam sma venu damodara dara sudam api gopikanam bhunkte swayam yadavashishta rasam radinyo rishyatvacha shrumumuchus taravo yatarya. This is such an amazing verse. So one gopi is telling another gopi, Gopya kima charadayam kushalam sma venu. Just see the amazing fortune of this venu, this flute which Krishna is carrying in his belt, and he removes it and he plays. Kya fortune hai flute ka? We don't have that fortune which the flute has. They are actually considering that flute to be more blessed than themselves, because Krishna is with the gopis in the night. With the gopas, Krishna is in the daytime, but flute is always with him. So gopis are feeling little envious of the flute. And then they are saying, and the height is Gopya kima charadayam kushalam sma venu damodara dhara sudham api gopikanam. Damodar ki jo adar hai, lips of Krishna, sudham, the nectar of the lips of Krishna, Damodara Dara Sudam Api Gopikanam. It is our right. But this fellow has got all of it. We are supposed to get the nectar from Krishna's lips, but the flute has taken all of it. And not only that, Bhunkte Swayam Yad Avashishta Rasam Radinyo. He is enjoying everything. Bhunkte Swayam, then Avashishta, then we get prasad of the flute, Rasam Radinyo. Oh, this flute is so fortunate. The flute's mother and father must be very happy that their descendant has become so close to Krishna. So who is the mother? So they say, Rasam Radinyo, the rivers. Say rivers are the mother because the river se pani aata hai, and the water nourishes the bamboo tree. Rishyatvacha shrumumuchus taravo yatarya. So these rivers, what they do, they come with lotus flower and they offer, and they get these waves and they nourish the bamboo trees, taravo yatarya, and from that bamboo tree the flute is made. So they are called as the father and mother. So the gopis are saying they must be so happy that their descendant has become so close to Krishna. So you can imagine how much they are meditating on Krishna. We are not like the gopis, of course. We can't imitate them, but we can take inspiration. We can take strength. Wow, ऐसा भी कोई याद कर सकता है. In fact, gopis are so observant. They see everything around and they see how people love Krishna. And they want to be like that. There is one verse where gopis are saying, Dhanyasma mudagatayo piharinya eta ya nanda nandanamupata vichitra vesham akarnya venuranitam saha Krishna sara Pujam the durvirechitam pranayavaloke. This is another beautiful verse where the gopis are saying, see, hamara to fir bhi theek hai. We are not as fortunate first as the flute. Theek hai. Now they are saying the deer animal, he is more blessed than us. Why? Because धन्य, उसका लाइफ तो धन्य है. क्यों? धन्य स्म मूढ़गतयो. उनका लाइफ मूढ़गतयो. In the lowest animal species में उनको लाइफ मिला है. Generally we think animals are tamogun, foolish, मूढ़ा. Harinya eta, harinya matlab hiran. The deer is born in animal species and we are human beings. So we should be more auspicious than them. But their life is more auspicious. In the first line they say, Dhanyasma mudagatayo pi harinya eta. Why? Because ya nanda nandanamupata vichitra vesham. They can go anytime to see Krishna dressed in vichitra vesham, in astonishing dresses. We can't go because we have our duties. We are at home and we have so many adjustments to make. We have to sneak actually. We have to lie. We have to do so many things. But they just go bindas anytime to see Krishna. So they can go and see Nandanandan anytime. And not only that, when Krishna plays the flute and that sound enters the ear of the deer, what happens to them? Akarnya venu ranitam saha Krishna sara. Here Krishna means the black deer, the husband of the harin, the deer, female deer. So when they hear the sound of Krishna's flute, these deer along with their husbands run towards Krishna, but we can't go to Krishna with our husbands. That is why they are more fortunate than us. And these deer are animals. They cannot speak like we speak. But look at them, what they are doing. The gopis, this is the ultimate realization of the gopis. They say, Dhanyasma modagatayo pi harinya eta ya nanda nandanamupata vichitra vesham akarnya venuranitam saha Krishna sara pujam dadur virechitam pranayavaloke. They are actually doing puja of Krishna. They are worshipping Krishna. How? Pujam dadur virechitam pranayavaloke. Avaloka means by eyes, seeing. They are worshipping Krishna by seeing him. How they are seeing Krishna? Pranayavaloke. Pranaya means? Pranay. किसी का नाम है ना प्रणय. वो कहाँ है? प्रणय नहीं आया. Pranay Shah. Pranaya means affection, love. So the deer, first of all, they are Mudagataya. They are a lowest species, animal species. But their life is Dhanya because they can go anytime to see Krishna dressed in astonishing dresses. And on top of it, when Krishna plays flute, they can go with their husbands. And then they can worship Krishna simply by looking at him with affection. See, the deer, actually deer are very darpok animal. If you go to national park, I used to go early morning. Sometimes I used to think leopard is there. I used to get scared, but it was deer. The deer is very far. They see human beings, they run away. Very, very afraid species. But these deer, they run towards Krishna. And they can't talk. They just look at Krishna. And Krishna receives their love message by looking. See, eyes are very powerful medium of communication. So Krishna can see, this deer cannot speak. They are low species. Jai Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Shri Shri Nimai Nitai ki Jai. So where was I? Yeah. For the deer are worshipping Krishna simply by seeing, looking at him. Are you getting this? This is a very, very profound realization of the gopis. You don't need any qualification. You may not be a great speaker. just coming in front of the Lord, looking at the Lord with sincerity, Krishna will see with his eyes, he will see our eyes. Eyes are very powerful medium of communication. You want to know किसकी नीयत कैसी है उसके आंखों में देखने का. वो आई कांटेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है मतलब गड़बड़ है. इसीलिए जो अरब के शेख है ना बिजनेसमैन हमेशा काला चश्मा पहनते हैं वो लोग. They don't want the other fellow to see their eyes. They are very careful. Now you have seen the Prime Minister and all of this, their bodyguard, security, special security, they will have this black glass because they are looking at all the troublemakers. So they don't want to be seeing at the others. That is why they wear those glasses. Eyes give away everything. There are many things about the eyes. We'll talk some other time. We are talking about Krishna now. But we have to look at Krishna. We have to look at Krishna. And that's what the gopis say in the next verse. Krishnam niriksha vanito savarupa shilam shrutva cha tat vanita venu vivikta geetam devyo vimana gatayo smaranunna sara brishyat prasuna kabara mumuhur vinivya. This is another amazing verse where the gopis are saying what is the power of looking at Krishna. Instead of looking at sense objects, instead of looking at the mundane people of this world and the mundane beauty of this world which is so disgusting, instead of that if you look at Krishnam Niriksha. So they say, now see, you see gopis are feeling, see they are in humility, they are saying the flute is better than them. They are saying deer is better than them. Now they are saying something very fascinating. They are saying that Krishnam Niriksha Vanita. Vanita means women. Vanitotsava. Looking at Krishna is a festival for the women. Vanitotsava because they are seeing Rupa Sheela. Krishna's Rupa form. Arey wah, you put this verse. Why not chant? You can repeat after me. Krishnam Niriksha Vanitotsava Rupa Sheelam. Shrutva chattat kvanita venu vivikta geetam devyo vimana gatayo smaranunna sara brishyat prasuna kabara mumuhur vinivya. So, Vanitotsava, for the women, it is a great festival to look at Krishna because of his Rupa form and, very important, Sheela. Krishna's character is flawless. It is a spotless character, and that is why for the women, it is a festival. This is a certificate given by the gopis. And then what happens? This is so far, it's Krishna, but then there is something happens after that. So it is a festival for them, but Shrutva, when they hear Shrutva Chatvat Kvanita Venu, when their ear holes, there is flute sound entering that, Vivikta Geetam, because that flute sound is not ordinary sound. When Krishna is playing flute, he is singing many songs of love through that flute sound. So that sound is heard. We are at home, we run towards Krishna, but do you realize? The gopi is telling another gopi, Devyo Vimana Gatayo Smaranunna Sara. Do you realize that the heavenly women who are going with their friends in the heavenly planes, Smaranunna Sara, they are captured by Cupid. Cupid's arrows hits them and they get stunned. Do you realize that the heavenly damsels are affected by Krishna's beauty, Krishna's playing of the flute? Brishyat prasuna kabara mumuhur vini. Their clothes start loosening, their hairs get disheveled, they become mad for Krishna. This is the power of Krishna's playing of flute. These are the realizations of the gopis. So you can imagine how much they must be loving Krishna that they are able to see Krishna like this everywhere. So Sukadeva Goswami says, it's in another chapter, in another place, that if you really want to advance in spiritual life, we have to read and hear about the gopis' love for Krishna. Vikriditum Vrajavadu Biridam cha Vishnu Shraddhanvito Nushrunuyad Ata Varna Evya. What is the next line? Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kama Ridrogamashva Apahinoti Achirena Dhira. He says, Vikriditum Vrajavadu Biridam cha Vishnu. Please hear about the Vrajavadu, the gopis of Vrindavan. And if we hear with faith, not cheaply, not from cheap people, Shraddhanvito Nushrunuyad Atavarna Edya. If you hear with faith, or you speak about the gopis of Vrindavan with faith, with good intention, then what will happen? Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kaman. Bhakti hriday mein jagrat hoga, and Kaman, the lust hai. Hridrogam, it is a disease of the heart. Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kaman Hridrogam Ashva Apahinoti Achirena Dhira. It will dry up. वो lust जो है वो सूख जाएगा, and very soon Achirena Dhira, you will become sober, peaceful. You have seen people who are very sober, peaceful. You will feel, wow, मुझे ऐसा बनना है. So Krishna, Sukadeva Goswami says you can become like that. So we have to aspire to be following the footsteps of the gopis. That is what the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are. So this also verse you put up. We can chant this also. All of you are okay? Vikriditum Vrajavadu Biridam cha Vishnu Shraddhanvito Nushrunuyadata Varna Evya. Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kaman Hridrogamashva Apahinoti Achirena Dhira. So these are the lovers of Krishna, and they are teaching us how we can also love Krishna. They are giving us the template. They are giving us the way we have to meditate. Like Rukmini Devi, she's so desperate for Krishna to come back and kidnap her. She writes this love letter to Krishna, and at one point she says that if you don't come, I will wait. I'll take birth thousands of lifetimes, but I will not give up waiting for you. Yasyangri Pankaja Raja Snapanam Mahanto Vanchantu Mahapatirivatmatamo Pahatye Yarambujakshanalabe Abhavat Prasadam Jayana Shunvrata Krishan Shatajanma Bhisya. This is another amazing verse where she is saying, Krishna, the dust of your lotus feet, when Lord Shiva puts it on himself, Snapanam Mahanto Vanchanti Umapatir, when Lord Shiva puts the dust from your feet, he feels purified. Tamo Pahate, all Tamo Guna goes away when somebody can get dust from your lotus feet. Oh Ambujaksha, oh lotus-eyed Krishna, Na Labeya Bhavat Prasadam, if I don't get your mercy, Jayan Ashun Vrata Krishan, I will give up my life by performing austerities. And Shata Janma Bhisyat, hundreds and hundreds of lifetimes I will wait for you, but I will not go anywhere else. I will keep waiting for you. I want you. What an amazing prayer. So you can repeat this also. Yarambujakri Yasyangri Pankajaraja Snapanam Mahanto Vanchantu Mahapatirivatmatamo Pahatye Yarambujakshanalabe Abhavat Prasadam Jayana Shunvrata Krishan Shatajanma Bhisyat. So these are the, what we say, the highest examples for us to follow. Actually, when the Bhagavatam is coming to an end, the 10th canto is coming to an end, like these chapters are over, then Krishna goes to Mathura, then Dwarka, then lot of pastimes happen. Krishna doesn't come back to Vrindavan and the gopis. Then finally, the end of the 10th canto, around 82nd chapter, they meet in Kurukshetra. So that time, the gopis are meeting Krishna after so many years. So that time, gopis, the kind of prayer they offer, it's also another level only. Like they are very humble. They are not, like they are saying, Krishna, we are materialistic people. Everybody has declared they are the greatest devotees. Krishna is also certified that they are the best devotees. But they don't think they are the best devotees. They say, Avuschate nalina nabapadara vindam yogeshwaram Hridi vichintena ghada bodhe samsara kupa patito taranavalam geyam jusham api manas udiyat sadana. So here the gopis are saying that, oh Nalina Nabha, they are glorifying Krishna's navel. They are saying your navel is lotus, like lotus flower. So you can imagine Krishna's navel. Even Kunti Devi says in one prayer, Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Pankaja Nabhi, Krishna's navel is glorified. So they are saying, Avuschate Nalina Nabha Padara Vindam. So, oh Krishna, we are meditating on your lotus feet and we have got your lotus feet darshan, which is desired by Yogeshwara. The greatest yogis, Hridi Vichintyan, in their heart of hearts, and Agatha Bodhe, the most intellectual, learned philosophers, Jnanis and yogis, what they are meditating upon all the time, we are easily getting that darshan of your lotus feet. So we don't deserve that. Because we are samsara koopa patito taranavalam. हम samsara koop में पड़े हुए हैं. We are in the materialistic well of sense gratification. Geyam jusham api manas udiyat sadana. We are entangled in household life. Now this is ridiculous. Gopis are saying that we are entangled in household life. We have no attraction for you. And they are saying what? The last line. Manasi udiyat sadana. Krishna, so please, like the sun rises in the east, Uday hota hai sun ka. You please rise in our mind. Please rise in our heart. Please appear in our heart. This is ridiculous. They are the ones who can never forget Krishna. But look at their humility. They are appealing to Krishna that Krishna, please, you arise in our heart. We are not doing bhakti for even 1-2 years and we think we are a pure devotee. In fact, when Uddhava comes to Vrindavan, Uddhava gets bewildered because gopis, they are trying to forget Krishna. And they're sitting like this in meditative pose. So Uddhava tells them, oh, they must be chanting Om, they must be doing meditation. So he tells them, so what are you meditating upon? Because Uddhava also sits next to them and does meditation. So Uddhava is trying to remember Krishna. And they are close their eyes and they are trying to remove Krishna from their mind, but they are not able to. See, we are trying to remember Krishna, we fail. And gopis trying to forget Krishna, and they also fail. They are so advanced. And now when they are meeting Krishna, but they are not saying that we are great, we always remember you. They are saying, you please rise in our heart, Krishna. We want to remember you. So we are not chanted this verse, no? Please repeat after me. Auschate nalina nabapadara vindam Yogeshware hridi vichintena ghada bodhe samsara kupa patito taranavalam geyam jusham api manas udiyat sadana. So what we did just now, last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 6-7 verses we chanted. This is Sankirtan. Just like we chant Hare Krishna, the singer is singing and we all, that is the holy name. So this is also sound vibration, non-different from Krishna. So I'm trying to do some propaganda and branding, trying to promote memorizing of verses in devotee communities because this is also Sankirtan. And you don't have to worry, even if you don't know Sanskrit. As I told you yesterday in the class, that you understood the meaning of the verse and you speak the meaning in your own words, that is as good as knowing the shloka. You don't have to memorize the Sanskrit because everybody doesn't have that, no problem. But it is joyful. And if you're worried about forgetting, don't worry, I have forgotten most of the verses. I have one book, I don't have it, it's in my room. I have a verses book, shlokas. I write, last 3 years I'm writing every day one shloka. And when I look back, I bhul gaya piche ka. But I'm not in tension. Arey bhul gaya to exam, school ka exam jaisa nahi hai. You forget, again you read. So it is beautiful. So I'll come back to Akrura's pastime now. Akrura's realization we discussed when he was going from Mathura to Vrindavan. Now From Vrindavan to Mathura he is going. So it is time for Akrura to do his Gayatri Japa. So he stops at the lake, and Krishna and Balram are in the chariot only. So he says, I'll just come, I'll take my bath, I'll do my Gayatri and come. So he goes to the lake, he does his Gayatri and he looks and he sees Krishna and Balram are in the water. He says, Arey, they are in the chariot, no? What they are doing here? So immediately comes out and he says, Arey, Krishna and Balram are in chariot only. Then whom did I see there? So he thinks, oh, maybe they left before me. No. Then again he comes to water and he sees Krishna and Balram are there in the water also. So then he realizes, oh, this is something special I am getting darshan. And suddenly there he sees Krishna and Balram in the river. He sees them assume Vishnu forms. And then he sees Ananta Shesha. He sees all the Devtas are offering prayers. And he sees the entire Vaikuntha Lekha. If you go to Vrindavan, there is this place, Brahmaridha, the place where this pastime happened, special lake. And then he starts offering some of the most beautiful prayers you will ever find in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Where he says, Krishna, you are the supreme cause. All the elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, all are coming from you. All sense objects are coming from your body. You are the supreme soul and you are transcendental, but nobody can know you. Even Brahmaji cannot know you fully. What to speak of other Devtas and sages. Brahmaji's body is made of intelligence. Our body is made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. Earth ka bana body hamara. But Brahmaji's body is made of intelligence and he has 4 heads and he cannot understand Krishna. We have little intelligence, which also we don't use most of the time. And we are saying, I am not able to understand Krishna. So Brahmaji, Brahmaji in one very beautiful prayer, when Brahmaji gets completely bewildered by Krishna, in the 14th chapter, he gets totally bewildered. And there he says, Asyapi te deva vapusho madanugrahasya Svecha mayasya natu bhuta mayasya kopi Neshe mahit avasitam manasantarena Sakshat taveva kimutatma sukhanubhute. So Brahmaji realizes that he cannot understand Krishna. That is the success of his meditation. So he says, Asyapi deva manusha. Oh, Vapusho, he says, oh my dear Lord, your form. See, earlier he thought this child is eating curd. Krishna was eating curds with his left hand and he was talking to his friend. So Brahmaji saw that and he got bewildered. He said, ye Bhagwan hai kya? Bhagwan to 56 bhog khana chahiye. You should have people fanning him. But ye kaun hai? Bhagwan kaise ho sakte hain? Bachchon ke sath khel rahe hain. So he gets bewildered. So he tries to test Krishna and then the whole pastime is there. So after that, now he is telling that I now realize that Asyapite deva vapusho mad anugrahasya. What we have done, your form you are showing is a blessing on me. Now I understand that this form is Svecha Mayasya, Natu Bhuta Mayasya Kopi. This is your Maya, this is your internal potency, and I have controlled my senses. But I cannot understand you. Neshe Mahit Avasitum Manasantarena. I have completely controlled my mind and senses, but still I cannot understand you. So therefore, you can be understood only by yourself. Sakshat taveva kimutatma sukhanubhute. And the sukha and the happiness that you are experiencing, Krishna, that only you know. We cannot understand. Now, one of my very close friends in the Brahmacharya ashram, he was telling me that first time Radhana Swami Maharaj, in some youth program, he met him and Maharaj embraced him. So when Maharaj embraced him, because somebody said he does this seva, when Maharaj embraced him, he felt, पूरा उसको ऐसा कुछ तो हो गया, electric current आ गया अंदर, ecstasy आ गया उसको. And he started crying. And then he said he got a realization, अरे ये व्यक्ति ने मुझे बस थोड़ा सा टच किया ऐसा, तो मुझे इतना आनंद आ रहा है, uncontrollable, तो इनके हार्ट में कितना आनंद होगा. That's how he became a disciple of his guru. So the point is, Brahmaji is saying that I am feeling so much ecstasy, I am amazed and I am not able to figure you out. But one thing I have understood, that the happiness that is existing within you, that only you know. I cannot figure you out. Actually, there's another place, in the third canto, Brahmaji Krishna se itna prabhavit ho jate hain. Brahmaji is our main acharya in our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Krishna gave knowledge to Brahma, Brahma to, that whole parampara is there. Narada to Vyasdev. So he says, Brahmaji is living in Satyaloka, highest planet. He says, we should all want to take birth in Prithvi Lok. हम लोग इधर क्या कर रहे हैं? Because that is where Krishna has come. ये व्यर्तिताम अपि चनो नृगतिम प्रपन्ना ज्ञानम च तत्व विषयम सहधर्मम यत्रा नारादनम भगवतो वितरन्तमुष्या सम्मोहिता विततया बत माययाते. This verse you have to memorize. Very beautiful verse. This is for human beings. He's saying. He says, we want to take birth amongst human beings. Brahmaji is saying. Why? Because he says in human life, Jnanam cha tattva vishayam sahadharmam yatra. In human life, you get a chance to really understand Krishna. Jnanam cha tattva vishayam. And you can understand what is dharma. Because you go through suffering, you get enough happiness, you get enough distress, you get enough kicks. You get heavenly planets में इतना आनंद है, इतना मजा है कि you don't practice. You don't realize the seriousness of Krishna consciousness. And in hellish planet, there is so much suffering that you can't get excited to practice Krishna consciousness. In earthly planets, perfect combination है. कभी खुशी, mostly gum. थोड़ा मिलता है, थोड़ा फिर थोड़ा खुशी भी मिलता है. थोड़ा ऐसा मिलता है ना, थोड़ा happiness. Because you see, when I'm coming in the car, sometimes I see slum areas में भी देखते हैं लोग, बच्चे खुश हैं, हंस रहे. Some people are swimming in that Bandra Mine Creek. उसमें स्विमिंग कर रहे हैं, हंस रहे हैं. मैं बोला यार यहाँ पे इनको मजा आ रहा है. मतलब सुख तो सब जगह है पर दुख भी है. तो ब्रह्मा जी बोल रहे हैं अर्थ इज द बेस्ट प्लैनेट टू टेक बर्थ बिकॉज ये वर्तिताम अपिचनो नृगतिम प्रपन्ना ज्ञानम च तत्व विषयम सधर्मम यत्र. धर्म भी समझ में आएगा, सब समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड आफ्टर गेटिंग ह्यूमन लाइफ, इफ यू डोंट टेक शेल्टर ऑफ कृष्णा, देन माई वर्डिक्ट, हुज वर्डिक्ट? ब्रह्मा जी's verdict. He says, नारादनम भगवतो वितरन्तमुष्या. अरे बुद्धि मिला है ह्यूमन बीइंग का एंड यू आर नॉट टेकिंग शेल्टर ऑफ कृष्णा, देन अकॉर्डिंग टू मी सम्मोहिता विततया बत माययाते. यू आर bewildered, you are in illusion and Maya has caught you and you will miss the bus. As Anand Prabhu says, you are fool. You have got human form of life and you are not taking shelter of Krishna. What a fool you are. I want human form of life. Brahmaji wants to come here and we are here and we are not taking it seriously. So this verse, we can put it on the screen. Please chant after me. Ye vyartitam api chano nrigatim prapanna Jnanam cha tattva vishayam sahadharmam yatra Naradanam bhagavato vitarantamushya Sammohita vitataya batamayayate. So Brahmaji is desiring human life and we got that. And he is saying if you don't take shelter of Krishna, Naradhanam. Pura shlok yaad nahi karo, last line to yaad karo. Last two lines. Naradhanam bhagavato vitarantamush sammohita vitataya. Bewildered by Maya. You are bewildered by Maya. So Akrura, when he is offering prayers, he is saying Brahmaji cannot understand you and Brahmaji has accepted a lower position. So then he says people approach you differently, my dear Lord. Some people worship indirectly, they worship different devtas. And then Akrura says that sometimes water is flowing from the mountain. It comes in the rainy season, it comes from the mountain, it goes to the river and then the rivers reach ocean. And there are many small rivers to which the mountain's water goes. He says not all the river water goes to ocean. Similarly, not all the Devta and Baba worship that we do, all of them may not go to Krishna. Only when you are sincerely worshipping that Devta without material desires, then it will go to Krishna. And then he says, my dear Lord, you are the shelter of all living entities. You are like an ocean. Just like in the ocean there are many living entities. So you are the one who is having everyone within you. So then he gives an example. He says, you are like the Udumbara fruit. In the Udumbara fruit there are many insects. He says, you are like that. Everybody is within you. And no one can estimate or calculate your form, your pastimes, your incarnations. My obeisances to you. You have come as Hayagriva, you have come as Varahadev, you have come as Kurma. and I have forgotten you like a foolish creature who had shelter of a beautiful lake where there was green vegetation. He left all of that, that creature left all of that and went to a desert. So I am like that fool that I got your association, but my mind goes to sense gratification. My mind leaves a nice vegetation filled lake and area and goes to desert. This is our Vaishnava mood is this. Gaudiya Vaishnava में ना सबका भजन में यही लिखते हैं. नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर लिखते हैं अधन यतन करी धन त्यागीनु आपन कर्म दोषे आपनी डूबीनु. अधन यतन करी. I am working hard to become poor. He is saying अधन यतन करी धन त्यागीनु, and I have given up the wealth of Krishna consciousness. Apana karama dosha. Look at the fault of mine. And Narottam Das Thakur in another bhajan says, Hari Hari Bifale Janama Goainu. I wasted my human form of life. So like that, this is the mood of our Vaishnava Acharyas. So Akrura is teaching us how to pray. Then he comes back to chariot after all these prayers, and Krishna Balram are there in the chariot. So Krishna says, Akrura uncle, what happened? Did you see something wonderful in the lake? So then Akrura looks at Krishna and says, Krishna, when one has seen you, what wonderful and astonishing things are remaining to be seen? So I have not seen anything astonishing. So then meanwhile what? And then they reach Mathura. But what happens? Nanda Maharaj and other Gopas had also already left for Mathura. Just like when Akrura came to Vrindavan, he took one entire day. He got late. Now while going to Mathura also he reached in the evening only because lake mein prayers offer kiya, फिर Krishna के साथ बात किया, and he also deliberately wanted to go slow because he wanted to be with Krishna Balram for a longer time. Meanwhile Nanda Maharaj and other Gopas, they knew shortcut, for they all had already come to Mathura. And when they came there and in the evening, so they are in Mathura city. From the village of Vrindavan, first time Krishna is seeing a city. Sakrura says, Krishna, I beg you, please come to my house. अभी तो devotee greedy हो जाता है ना, अभी और चाहिए. Krishna, please come home. I beg you, I will be blessed. My family will be blessed. And Krishna says, Akrura uncle, I will be more than happy to come to your house, but not now. We want to have a nice tour of this city, and we will come later. So then Krishna goes to Nanda Maharaj, and they have a tent where Kamsa had made all of them to stay. So Krishna goes there, meets his father, and he takes permission. He says, हम लोग थोड़ा शहर घूम के आए. So Nanda Maharaj says, go, but don't do any mischief. This is not like your Vrindavan. This is Kamsa's capital. So don't break things here. You know, in Vrindavan you are stealing butter, it is okay. You are breaking pots. Here you don't go and break anything. Krishna says, no, we are just going to see some things. Hey, little does Nanda Maharaj know that Krishna is going to go and break Shiva's bow, which, 500 people have to lift. So that bow Krishna is going to go break later, but here it assures Nanda Baba that nothing will happen. So like that, he comes, and now Krishna and Balram to Mathura city, and lot of eventful things happen, but we will stop here. What happens in Mathura, we have entire Kartik month, we can discuss in the Kartik month. I have 30 pages more remaining. 56 pages का notes बनाया था जन्माष्टमी के लिए, तो 26 pages cover किया. So Mathura has very beautiful pastimes are there. How Krishna meets Kubja, Sudama, one weaver, then he meets one washerman, Dhobi, and then the wrestling arena, then Kuvalle Pida, then all that, and how he fights with Kamsa, Kuta, Shala, Toshala. And then there is no end only. Then he tells Uddhava, you go to Vrindavan with letter, and Uddhava comes. So Krishna का पूरा life भी करते रहेंगे तो कम पड़ेगा. So I would like to end with one small thing. Just in 2 minutes, then we can have final Aarti and Kirtan to welcome Krishna's appearance. So what is the final? So conclusion ही 5 page का है. तो 8 pages. So I don't know where to conclude. So I'll just say that let us take shelter of Krishna. Actually, now my understanding is that we have got this best blessing of Krishna consciousness, and if we don't grab it, we will regret. See, when you are in Himalaya mountain में जाते हैं ना, Himalaya mountain में खड़े रहते हैं, we don't realize the glory of Himalayas. When you go away from the mountain, then you say, wow, क्या यार Himalayas कितना मस्त दिखता है. उधर नहीं समझ में आता है. Srila Prabhupada के जो close disciples हैं, they have said this, that we did not realize who Srila Prabhupada was when we were with him. Now, when he has left this world, we are realizing the power and impact of Srila Prabhupada. Later on, they realize. Even Uddhava, he says in third canto that Krishna Dyumani Nimloche Girneshu Ajagarena Vaha Kim Nuna Kushalam Bruyam. He says, Krishna has left. A snake of separation has devoured us. Our life is useless. So there he says, Harim Meena Ivodupam. Are, hum log Yadav hai. Krishna came in our family. We thought he is like one of us. That's a very beautiful verse. He says, Durbago Batalokoyam Yadavo Nitaram. हमारा दुर्भाग्य देखो, हमको लगा कृष्ण हमारे जैसे यादव हैं. ये सम वसंतो ना विदुर, ये विदुर को बोल रहे हैं, अरे मेरे को अक्ल में नहीं आया, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया कि वो कृष्ण है. We thought हरिम मीना इवोडुपम. जो मछली है, the fishes think when they look at the reflection of the moon in the river, they think, oh, he is like one of us. So Uddhava is saying, we thought Krishna is like one of us. And then Uddhava realizes after Krishna leaves. So similarly, many of us, we may realize the power or glory of Krishna consciousness when it is taken away from us. And there are many devotees, trust me, they have cried, they have lamented. They said, Prabhuji, हमको इतना अच्छा chance था, हमने कैसे उसको गवा दिया? अभी मैं इतने entangle हो गया हूँ, मुझे chance ही नहीं मिलता. Srila Prabhupada said once that we may not realize now, but Srila Prabhupada had made this statement that history will witness and record that this Krishna consciousness movement has saved the world in its darkest hour. ये Prabhupada का statement है. अभी भले समझ में नहीं आ रहा है हम लोग भक्ति में, but Prabhupada said history, इतिहास इस बात का गवाही देगा कि Krishna consciousness movement has saved the world at its darkest hour. So Kali Yuga is the darkest age, and at this age we have got this gift. So let us not take it lightly. There are unlimited stories we have about how Krishna consciousness has changed people. So I'll just end with one story. This is like a take-home. In Mayapur, when we were there for this ISKCON leadership course, there one of the roommates of one of our devotees was saying, Prabhuji, aap all out kyun lagate hain? Why are you putting all out? He was from foreign country. Why do you put all out for these mosquitoes? You should not put, I'll get mosquito net for you. He bought mosquito net. So this devotee asked him, Prabhu, you are not from India. Who are you? From where are you? He introduced himself. That person was from Serbia. He was a major in the Serbian army. He said, I have killed more than 600 people during the Serbia-Bosnia-Croatia war. More than 600 people he has killed. And now he has become a devotee. वो मच्छर को भी नहीं मारना चाहता है, all out नहीं लगाना चाहता है. He wants to put mosquito net ताकि you don't kill the mosquito. This is the magic. This is the power of bhakti. So this devotee भी हमारे सहदेव प्रभु थे, वो devotee either South India के. So he told him, Prabhuji, then how did you become devotee? And that story is even more powerful. He said, मैं एक POW prisoner of war को पकड़ा था, उसको मैं बोला पक गया था, उसको मारने वाला था. So I had taken the gun to kill him. And this fellow was smiling. So I said, you are smiling, I am going to kill you. He said, you cannot kill me because I am not the body, I am the soul. He said, what? What is this? He said, yeah, this body you will kill, but I am not this body. So he said, who are you? He said, this is spoken in Bhagavad Gita. And that fellow started, he was from the army of the other country. He was caught and he was about to be killed and he quoted Bhagavad Gita. So he said, how can you be so peaceful? So he said, Bhagavad Gita ne bataya ye sab. Then he said, how did you get Bhagavad Gita? He said, my brother had purchased it. Somebody sold it to him and he didn't know what it was. So he threw at me when he was angry with me. मैंने पकड़ा, मैं बोला क्या book है? I read it. And I got so fascinated and I became a devotee of Hare Krishna. So this fellow said, wait. Then the Serbian army major, जब सुना, उसको पकड़ा, बोला अभी तुमको मारूंगा नहीं इधर. He took him to his house. And then he learned everything from him. And he ran away from that country because he can be court-martialed. भाग गया, devotee बन गया, अभी हरे कृष्णा करता है और सेवा करता है भर भर के. He said, this is ridiculous. We are fighting a useless war. And he got the realization. He became fearless. And now he is saving lives. So this is just one story, Prabhus. You will find millions of stories like this. उसका तो पूरा रात निकल जाएगा, वो story खत्म नहीं होगा. So anyway, why I said all this is to explain the point that Krishna consciousness is real. And all these shlokas that we read, Gopis pastimes we read, all this is simply to help us have faith in Krishna and recognize Krishna, and for that ultimately Krishna recognizes us. So I request all of you to take to Krishna consciousness with a lot of seriousness. And I know the last 3 lectures, Balram Jayanti, yesterday and today, I spoke a lot of things which is beyond my level of realization. I sincerely beg forgiveness. I request you to overlook what I spoke, especially in the presence of my very, very worshipable senior devotees, Anandandavan Prabhu, Tulsi Mataji, Vasparayan Prabhu, Gopi Manjari Mataji. I just spoke because, that is, I've got this itch to speak. But I'm very grateful that you gave me a chance. But I am really struggling, so I need your prayers also, so that I can remember Krishna. And I have at least one thing I've realized: I cannot do it alone. I mean, we all need to know that we need Sankirtan, we need Sangha. And when we are alone, we go crazy. Mind completely, whoever you are. Maharaj ने आज क्लास में बोला ना, ब्रह्मा जी भी bewilder हो गए, विश्वामित्र bewilder हो गए, तो हम कौन से खेत की मूली है? So Krishna consciousness is not, it's a wonderful process as long as we are in Sankirtan. So अगर झगड़ा वगड़ा हुआ है किसी के साथ, तो उसको अभी डिसॉल्व कर लो, जन्माष्टमी से नया इनिंग्स चालू कर दो. Resolve your past differences, because we need each other. I remember one of my very closest friends. Okay, now this is 100% last. Gaurang Prabhu, once one devotee in front of me in the meeting, he shouted at him, and I was like shaken by that. Meeting खत्म हो गया, सब हो गया. Next day, Gaurang Prabhu was talking to him normally. Then later on, I told him, Gaurang Prabhu, मैंने देखा है, आप दिल में किसी के प्रति खुन्नस नहीं रखते. You don't carry any grudges. But he is strongly convinced that you are doing wrong, these 5 things. And you also know what he thinks about you. And you are like, you're talking to him normally as if nothing has happened. So Gaurang Prabhu said, abhi kya hai, wo uska problem hai na, mera thodi problem hai. I said, really? You really think like that? I mean, are you really so transcendental and advanced that you don't feel affected by his? Then he said something which really hit me. He said, यार वो भी ब्रह्मचारी है यार, वो पूरा जिंदगी दे दिया है कृष्ण के लिए. अभी कल मैं मरता रहेगा, कुछ होएगा मेरे को, तो वो आके कीर्तन करेगा ना. He will only come and help me remember Krishna. So I can't afford to. So I was like struck by that, So sometimes we underestimate the devotees we are living with, but they are the ones who will come to help us and help us remember Krishna. So if you have any grudges, let us. If we can't associate with them, which is natural, at least let us in the heart forgive them. Don't carry grudges, because we can't always associate with everyone. Friends of same feather flock together. So we have to have our friends, but let us forgive and let us start a new life. As Krishna appears now, let it also be a new life for all of us. With these few words, not few words, a lot of words I spoke, I beg all of your mercy and blessings. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamotsav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.